Hi there, welcome to another edition of the Global Economic Outlook. My name is Philip, and as usual, I will take you through some of the major events in the global economy. So today we'll be talking about nothing else but the Twitter ban in Nigeria. So it's titled Twitter ban heightens Nigeria's political risk. News filtered in last week that the Nigerian government had suspended the operations of Twitter in the country indefinitely. The press release, cited threats to Nigeria's corporate existence through the continuous use of the social media platform. To break it down, Twitter actually deleted one of the president's, tweets, President Muhammadu Buhari tweets, saying that it breached its code of conduct. And that is actually probably the reason why the federal government decided to suspend the social media platform. We'll be looking at that in detail, and we'll be glad to have what you also think about the Twitter ban in Nigeria in the comment section. But of course, Nigerians are already finding a way around this ban by using virtual private networks, which marks the location of users. Because Twitter has indeed become really critical to many people, both individuals and businesses in Nigeria. But we'll look at what the Twitter ban actually means for Nigeria, both in tangible terms and intangibles. There's an estimation. The estimated number of people who use Twitter in Nigeria is at around 40 million, which is large, considering even that for a population of 200 million people, you know that Twitter is usually used more by the young and the young adults. So because of that, 40 million is actually a huge number, and it has become not only a major source of information for users, but it's also a great learning point. Because the tweets are usually brief in nature. Right now, it's just about 280 in character limit. It's an efficient platform. You can easily read through a lot of information, get to understand what is happening all around the world, just by going through your Twitter account. So not only the quick and easy access to information that makes it critical. You also know of security situations in the country. If something is happening and you probably need to go out, you can easily just check your Twitter and see what's going on, and know how to handle the situation. And of course, people share their opinions. So it's a great learning platform, of course, for many as well. In fact, the Nigerian government itself has used the platform severally to disseminate information. But the benefits are actually not just the intangibles, but it includes tangibles as well. Because according to NetBlocks, a watchdog organization which monitors cybersecurity and internet governance, Nigeria's ban on Twitter will cost the economy about 2 billion naira daily. That's approximately $6 million on a daily basis. This is huge by any standard, but even more so when you consider that the Nigerian economy is really struggling right now. You know, Before we talk about whether the Nigerian government considered the cost benefit analysis of this decision, we have to look at what the coronavirus has, the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the Nigerian economy. And then you also see that inflation is currently at 18.12%. Unemployment rate is at 33.33%. The exchange rate has continued to weaken, and is currently around 500 naira to a dollar in the parallel market. And if you consider that the foreign debt, is increasing, uh, that the debt to GDP ratio is increasing, and that Nigeria just emerged from recession, marginally, in the last quarter of 2020, the growth was 0.11%. In the first quarter of this year, data from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics shows that Nigeria's economy grew by 0.51%. Now, the country is struggling, and for any decision the government has to make, they have to make it based on a cost benefit analysis. How what's the impact of this? Considering the fact that the country loses $6 million a day, the country cannot afford that even at this moment. So for whatever the reason is, if the government is really concerned about the populace, you would think that they will not, allow whatever, their ego, to get in the way. So even if you feel Twitter hasn't done it the right way, I think the government of Nigeria is strong enough to invite the ambassador of America to invite the management of Twitter for a discussion and find a way around this. If you think that something has happened that shouldn't have, if you consider even countries like China, who are economic superpowers, even they, when they approach situations, they do it with caution, especially when it involves countries like the United States, who are powerhouses. And I think that the Nigerian government also has to do that. Twitter is an American company. And of course, there will be repercussions for any decision taken. So, and the cost, of course, is too high for the Nigerian government, especially at this time. So it's certainly not, the best decision at this time. And emphasis cannot be on emotions and ego. It has to be for a consideration of the common good, which is where we think that the Nigerian government, in this case, has probably got this wrong, and it's been good to reconsider, because the impact is too huge and too massive. So that will be it for this week. We would like to know what you think in the comment section about the Twitter ban.